Hi, this is guitarist Denis Taaffe, and I'm in my home studio, and I want to welcome you to Bargain Bin Gear. And it's basically where we look at inexpensive good deals. And in this particular case, we're going to take a look at some guitar stands. Now, there's been other videos done on these stands, in particular the Tone King, and I like his videos very much. They're on YouTube as well, and he did a video on guitar stands, and gladly came to the same conclusion as I did, which is good. And in this particular case, we're going to take a look at what is now my favorite guitar stand, and I highly recommend it. And it's this Fender Deluxe guitar stand right here. Okay? And before I show you that, I'm sure we've all seen, advertisements and so on, and it's a guitar amp, and leaning against it, right, with no guitar stand, is a Les Paul or, some real classic guitar, or Stratocaster, okay? And while that might look very nice, in practice it's a really bad idea, okay? Because you scratch up your guitar, first off, and it can throw the intonation off, and in a worst case scenario, it could even warp your guitar neck, and that'd be terrible, and have to screw around with a truss rod and all that business. Okay, now here's the other thing. If I can find it here it is. Here's my old guitar stand, right here. Okay, and this isn't a bad guitar stand, that's not the idea, but obviously this one has seen its day. I mean, here, and I think, I don't know, I think the other part broke off. It's supposed to have two of these right here, and the padding's all worn away, and over time these dip down and down and down. I guess you could bend them back up, but then you end up breaking them, on there. Now, I like these because they were compact, I mean, this is it, basically. And the problem was with these is that over time, my guitar started hitting the floor. Right, I put my guitar on it, and these were so low that it would hit the floor. Now maybe I didn't do something right, I don't know. Or it was maybe made for acoustics or something. But these kept going down and down and down, and as I mentioned, when you bend them up, they end up breaking, like this one did. I think that's broken. It looks like it. However, I suppose you could put it, yeah, there's a weld there, and the weld is broken here, so this thing's junk. I mean, this is going to go to the metal scrap heap, Maybe the metal recycler will give me 5 cents for it or something. Okay, so I was really in need of a new stand for my guitar, and sadly, I was leaning my guitar against a desk or against an amp, and I know that's bad news for the guitar. Now, I have to admit, a friend of mine who's always coming across guitar gear, had one of those, and he said, "Oh, are you interested in a guitar stand?" I go, "No, not really, you know." And I passed it up on the first time around. And then I saw the Tone King video. I thought, you know, maybe that's a pretty good idea. So I called my friend back, and, you know, I think I paid like, I don't know, $15, $20, I think $20 or something like that. And knew they were about $40, I think. So mine is used, but it's in good shape. Now, here's are some things I really like about it. These, first off, will hold on just about any size guitar. It'll even hold a bass. Pretty darn sturdy. It unfolds like this right here, and you see those metal attachments. They really keep it sturdy there, you know. And then from here, you just lock it in right there. Now, I suppose one drawback is that they take up a lot of space, you know, leg-wise. I found it really hasn't been a problem. And I mean, I have a small room, but it hasn't been a problem for me. And then here you adjust, you know, to the height of your guitar here, this part right here, and it hangs by the neck here, and the guitar actually lays against the padded legs right there. But it's real soft, you know. There's a big rubber thing along the legs, so it doesn't scratch up your guitar. Now in my hallway, you see right there I'm pointing? In my hallway, you know, I have a similar guitar, not stands but holders on the wall, and they're held by the neck as well. And it really keeps the guitar safe, you know. But what I didn't realize, and why I like this so much, is while it's a pretty big guitar stand, you know, it really is a deluxe guitar stand, it is really sturdy. I mean, you know, there's no wobbling around it. I didn't appreciate how nice that was, really. And when you hang your guitar on it, it's really very, very nice. Here, I'll show you what I mean. So there's the guitar hanging on the stand right there, right? And notice it's not touching the floor, right? It's really solid here, I mean, right? Yeah. Now in his video, the Tone King said, well, you get what you pay for. And I think in this instant he's correct. Because there are similar guitar stands, but they're much, much cheaper, right? But they don't protect your guitar worth a darn. I mean, they wobble. You know, it takes nothing to knock one over. Here, it's, you know, this is much harder to knock over. And I didn't really appreciate how nice it is to have your guitar on a stand like that, on a Fender stand. Not because it's a Fender, but just the style of stand is really convenient, you know. Obviously, I don't want to, you know, take a guitar I'm playing and when I'm done, you know, put it on the wall out in my hallway all the time. That'd be terrible. And sometimes I want to just put the guitar down to do something and then come back to it quickly. And so having it there in place is really nice. Yeah, so, and I think it's funny because, yeah, the first time I saw it, I go, boy, what is that? It looks broken or something. You know, I didn't even recognize it really as a guitar stand because I'm so used to having those, you know, like this old one, you know, having the you know, legs coming out here like this, whatever you want to call these things that hold the guitar, the extensions, you know, and yeah, I'm just really impressed with that. Highly recommend it. If you buy a guitar stand, it really, really is worth it to spend a little more. You know, we're not talking a lot more, you know. I mean, I've seen those stands, imitations of the Fender, you know, for about, I think, like maybe $10. So it's like $5 more, at most $10 more. But you get a much, much, much better stand. I'm just so surprised at you know, quality of it. It really was well engineered. Now I suppose those rubber legs, you know, where it's leaning, where the guitar is leaning against, will eventually wear out. I don't know. I haven't had it long enough to know. But yeah, it came to my mind. I said, boy, I do need a new guitar stand, especially when the weld on, you know, on my old one broke. So yeah, I'm very pleased. So I concur. If you need a guitar stand, that's the one I would highly recommend. You know, and I remember those ones that they had to put together. You know, even if you order them online, you know, they were but they were real flimsy, and you had to put them together. I hate those. They would always come apart and stuff. You'd have to put them back together, you know. And again, they were flimsy, you know. And what's great about these two is, you know, if you do play a gig somewhere, this would be perfect to bring along, you know. It's kind of a big stand, I guess. But on a stage, it'd be perfect. You know, and you don't have, not only does it look good and displays the guitar really well, you know, but it also protects it. You know, the last thing you want is, you know, some flimsy stand and somebody walking by and oops, knocking it over, right? Wouldn't that be horrible? Okay. So anyway, there's the bargain bin gear guitar stand. Alright. See you next time. Bye.